Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us for a moment. We'll take a break from the conversation around President Buhari's second-term cabinet, and we'll look at the elections coming on the 16th of November 2019 in Bayelsa and Kogi State. So politicians are preparing as well as INEC. But what is INEC doing to ensure that the mistakes of the 2019 elections are not repeated? They say they have plans. Let's hear from them. I'm now being joined by INEC's National Commissioner in charge of voter education and publicity, Mr. Festus Okoye. He's in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Mr. Okoye, for coming on the program tonight. You said, and you made a release, that throughout the month of September, there will be distribution of permanent voter cards. How are you going about this?
Well, what we have done is that we have instructed all our resident electoral commissioners to organize stakeholder meetings between the 26th day of this month and the 30th day of August. And these stakeholder meetings will involve political parties, it will involve security agencies, it will involve civil society groups and organizations, it will involve religious and traditional rulers. And the implication and the importance of this is that we want to get everybody on board in relation to the distribution of permanent voters' cards. As we pointed out, for Kogi State, we have 170,644 uncollected PVCs, while for Bayelsa, we have 49,291 uncollected PVCs. So we want these PVCs to be collected. So we are going to cascade the distribution of where these uncollected PVCs are based on local governments and based on WAS and based on PU level. So we are going to make available to the political parties and to the various stakeholders this data so that those who have not collected their PVCs, we know where to go and collect these PVCs. And we also have the telephone numbers of some of those people who have not collected their PVCs. So we are going to send bulk SMS to some of them, and also we are going to also call some of them on phone and ask them to come and collect their PVCs. And we're also going to put up on our website the names of those who have not collected their PVCs so that they will know that their names are there. And then we are going to also make available telephone numbers where they can call in, and we will tell them where their PVCs are and where to collect some of these PVCs. So these are some of the measures we are taking to make sure that all those who have not collected their PVCs and who are eligible and ready to vote in these elections collect their PVCs and then exercise their democratic franchise.
Mr. Okoye, when you talk about Kogi and Bayelsa State, you're talking about two of Nigeria's most notorious election areas where you conduct elections. And you look at how difficult logistics has been for INEC. For example, in Bayelsa State, in the last governorship election, it took INEC about 2 or 3 tries before you could conclude that election. What are you doing this time around to ensure that these elections are hitch-free?
Well, you know, the conduct of election is a multi-stakeholder venture. It involves the Independent National Electoral Commission, it involves the political parties, it involves the security agencies, it involves the media, it involves civil society groups and organizations, and it involves all the critical stakeholders doing their own bit to ensure that we have free, fair, and credible elections. Now, we are going to start stakeholder engagement in these 2 states on time. Presently, the officers from our Alternative Dispute Resolution Department have already gone to Kogi State and have already gone to Bayelsa State to go and sensitize and train some of our officers on what to do in terms of resolving some small issues that may likely arise in these elections. The chairman of the commission will also start stakeholder engagement early enough so that everybody will be on board. We are going to talk to the traditional rulers, we are going to meet with the religious leaders, we are going to talk to civil society groups and organizations, and we are going to make sure that every individual in these 2 states understands what is at stake, because we want to conduct one election and step out from these 2 states. So on the part of the Independent National Electoral Commission, we are going to make sure that we energize our registration area centers from where we are going to stage the distribution of election materials to the various polling units. As of today, both Kogi and Bayelsa have received the bulk of their non-sensitive materials. And by next week, they are going to receive all the non-sensitive materials required for the conduct of these elections. So we are moving very, very fast. And we are going to make sure that the sensitive materials are printed on time and delivered on time, and that all the trainings that we need to do are done on time so that we do not have challenges in terms of deployment and also in terms of our logistic movements.
Mr. Okoye, in terms of results collation, will INEC electronically transmit results this time?
Well, you know, the Independent National Electoral Commission is a creation of the Constitution and a creation of the law. The law, as it stands today, obligates the Commission to transmit election results manually. And since we're a law-abiding institution and a law-abiding organization, we are going to remain strictly within the ambit and confines of the law and transmit the results of elections manually in accordance with the Constitution and in accordance with the Electoral Act.
That is perhaps different from what the Commission said it did in Ekiti, in Osun, when you said you tried out the process of electronically transmitting results from the polling unit. Have you abandoned that move of transmitting your result electronically?
No, the Commission is not abandoning anything in relation to this particular election. The question you asked is whether, based on the law and based on the elections we are going to conduct, whether we are going to transmit election results electronically. And I said no. We are going to transmit results of the elections in accordance with the law as it exists today. That does not mean that the Commission cannot try out new innovations and new technologies in relation to the election. But in terms of trying out new innovations and new creative ways of conducting elections, the Commission has not taken any decision in relation to that. But I want to assure you that we are going to remain within the ambit and confines of the law in terms of results transmission.
How then are you this time around going to coordinate your card reader machine? Is your server now up and running?
No. Our card readers are configured to perform specific functions. One, to make sure that the person who comes to the polling unit with his or her PVC is the owner of that particular PVC, and also to authenticate that the PVC is not cloned and belongs to the Independent National Electoral Commission. And the other thing it does is to also authenticate the biometrics of the holder of that particular card. And then thereafter, we have a back end where this particular information goes to. That is the function of the smart card reader. And that is the function that the smart card reader will perform in the Kogi and Bayelsa governorship elections, and nothing more.
Let's close the program, Mr. Okoye. And in 30 seconds, if you can tell us, what will be the major takeaway or correction that the Commission is taking from the 2019 elections into Kogi and Bayelsa elections?
Well, the Commission has taken on board all the suggestions made during the review of our elections and all the suggestions made by the various domestic and international election observer groups. And I can assure you that on the part of the Commission, we are going to conduct an election that the Nigerian people will be proud of. So we have taken on board all the suggestions and all the critical elements, and then all the ones that are actionable. We are going to make sure that we put them into the process and we will conduct a good election that the Nigerian people will be proud of.
And we wish you the very best in the conduct of those two elections. Many thanks for coming on tonight, Mr. Festus Okoye, the National Commissioner of INEC in charge of voter education and publicity. But that's how far we can go, and that's where we'll leave it right here on the program tonight. I'm sure Okimbalo, you do enjoy the rest of your evening.